Today, every day, small cap investors visit Agoracom knowing this is the day to discover the world's next great company, to have their dreams come true. That's why I take to the open road, to find them, to tell their stories, to engage them, to bring them to life, because they want to connect with you from your office, your phone, your home, anywhere. Agoracom, find your dream.
Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Agoracom, in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives right after they put out important news. Today's a special one because we've got two clients, two companies that have gotten together to put out important news. The first, Alan Paul Silverstein, President and CEO of ImagineAR. You've seen him here before. Trades on the CSC under the stock symbol IP, and for our friends in the US, under IPNFF. For the first time, Rob Anson. He's CEO and founder of Loop Insights. Trades on the TSXV under the stock exchange, MTRX, and they have applied to the OTCQB as well. So for U.S. investors, you're going to be able to buy their stock soon enough right off the U.S. For those of you new to both stories, it's going to be a lot of you. I want to lay out a little base case knowledge about each company and then get into what they're doing to combine themselves. ImagineAR, as the name implies, is an augmented reality company. They enable businesses to create their own mobile phone augmented reality campaigns without any programming expertise or technology experience. AR, for those of you who are new to that, is essentially a technology that lays digital images and graphics over the real world. Pretty easy to understand. Don't take my word for it, though. Tim Cook, Apple CEO, said augmented reality will play an important role in how we use technology in the future and promise to be as influential in our society as a smartphone. ImagineAR already commercializing. An example of that, $300,000 5-year licensing agreement with Slap It On to change engagement between fans and athletes. That's a paradigm shifter. Loop Insight, its name slightly implies what it does. It's closing the loop between brick and mortar and e-commerce. So what does that really mean? What if you could receive the same personalization and experience from online shopping, but in a brick and mortar environment, in a brick and mortar store? That's essentially what Loop does. All e-commerce sites have access to real-time insights and personalized marketing. What Loop is doing is creating those same tools for physical retail, restaurants, hotels, casinos, stores, stadiums. More than just lip service, even though they're not quite at commercialization stage. July 13, 2020, just a week ago, they announced that they've accelerated, part of the fact that I'm reading the headline, they've accelerated conversations and projects with two of Canada's largest telecom companies, as well as two of the largest network providers in the United States. So there they are, a paradigm shifter as well. Here to talk about how they're combining forces. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Hey.
Nice to see you again, George. Thank you. Hey, Rob.
Great to have both of you. Look, when one paradigm, when a great thing about being a paradigm shifting company is that you're breaking new grounds in markets. The tough thing about that is it's sometimes difficult to understand for investors. That's especially true when two paradigm shifting companies are coming together to join forces. So fortunately, that's what we're here to talk about. Rob, I'm going to start with you first because you're the new kid on the block. What you're doing at Loop Insights, first of all, has this ever been done before?
No, it hasn't been done before. Obviously, the challenges in the bricks and mortar industry, well, there's many, of course, but the world of data has created a tremendous bottleneck for all operators when it comes from a management standpoint, and of course, from a competitive standpoint with the world of e-commerce, with, of course, Google and Shopify, and of course, our big brother, Amazon. So for us, we're focused on leveling the playing field for bricks and mortar operators and really focused on unlocking the world of data. So our real-time applications for store-level business operators to create better shopper experience and provide more efficient operations through the world of AI.
Give us an example. Walk us through a basic scenario of what a customer journey for me would be like, I'm George, I'm walking into a widget store. How does my experience both stay the same and change?
Yeah, for the user, there's really no new learned behavior. That's the best part. For
Great.
the operators, we're a simple plugin. So, the challenge is you walk in the store, no offense, nobody knows who you are, right? You shop online, you sign up for an account, they know your name, your address, what you've been searching for, what you've purchased, how you paid, how much, how frequent. Mm-hmm. But you walk in the store, unless there's a loyalty platform, you're completely anonymous.
So being anonymous is neither efficient for me or the store owner. So how do you change that, Rob?
Yeah, so two parts. Operators that have loyalty, we provide them with real-time applications in form of promotions, activations, messaging that's in their existing app, or whether it's through their emails or their digital receipt, creating that unique one-on-one omnichannel experience for bricks and mortar, and about driving them from in-store to online.
How do you do that part? So loyalty I get because there's some connection there, but if I'm completely anonymous, they don't know me, I've never shopped that before, I walk into Alan's widget store, I buy something, how are you taking me from the store to e-commerce?
Yeah, so we have the ability to control the receipt. Obviously, the receipt is extremely valuable. One, it's a cost for all operators today. Two, for us, we've become the new Google AdWords for bricks and mortar, because we control that receipt. We see the basket, we see what you purchased. We now have the ability to incentivize you for one, signing up for the loyalty program, or two, driving you to online, whether it's a 10% off, buy one, get one, whatever that may be. We've taken something that's always been an expenditure and created an advertising platform.
And again, and what changed there is suddenly George now is no longer just a physical store customer. He's now an e-commerce store customer at the same time of Alan's widget. What does that do in terms of ROI? What have you guys seen out in the marketplace where you've deployed your technology in terms of returns for retailers using your tech?
Oh, the return is huge. I mean, right now, this percentage of companies that actually have true online offline attribution is about this. So, that's game changing for us. And connecting real time online offline and attribution, as you put it, it's the holy grail for any ad agency, any marketing department. They haven't had that to date. So to understand campaign performance, activation in stores and limited time offers, all of these things that are deployed today, we provide that attribution and check the box on campaign performance and establish an ROI.
And naturally, we're using a real basic scenario because your technology is brand new, and we want people to get to understand it. But you're actually rolling this out too. There's a reason. Is that the reason why the telecoms, the two largest from your press release last week, the two largest are connecting with you in Canada, or at least you're in advanced discussions, and two of the largest in the United States? Is it so simple yet so powerful that's what they're connecting with you for?
Yeah, it's a plug and play device. The telcos are interested because it's connectivity. Our device is SIM enabled, so it comes out of the box just like your cell phone, immediately connected, literally plugs in seconds. So it provides them with a B2B opportunity for a new product that'll be powered by Loop. Obviously, the RGUs that it creates for them, growing broadband and network, of course, it's a win-win situation. And in the retail footprint from them, George, it's all about real-time connectivity across all of their various stores and assets, whether it's the retail, whether it's their dealer network. We provide that 100% real-time store-level connectivity.
Alan, augmented reality. All right, so that's already an amazing solution right there from Rob's company at Loop Insights. Augmented reality is being done. You're not the newest kid on the block, but you're doing it better than most, and that's been proven by your news in 2020. You've got great commercialization. You've had great partnerships with some, consulting firms, some of the biggest marketing firms for the casino world. You've done all that. How does your AR, your augmented reality, technology now augment what Loop Insights is doing to create an amazing experience? Like, it's already amazing what Loop is doing. How are you supercharging that?
Well, when you look at it, George, the point is that what Loop has done is created this platform that allows full 360 view of a customer. Now overlay the engagement activation opportunities of mobile AR, and you're taking it to a whole new level, right? You're having the ability to control into the mobile phone offers, buy one, get one, interaction, loyalty, rewards, and building that community and the relationship with the consumers who are in brick and mortar. You know, COVID-19, today's new paradigm, has had a major negative effect to a lot of these brick and mortar stores, mall, commercial properties. They need to rebuild, they need to connect, they need to be experiential to get people back in the walls, back in shopping and driving revenue.
Right.
So leveraging the AR partnership with AI is just a perfect solution and a paradigm game changer right now in the marketplace, whether it's in sports, whether it's entertainment, whether it's in physical brick and mortar as well. How do you engage people to interest them, whether it be the AR scavenger hunts tied to the behavior monitoring of the AI, and then delivering personalized, hyper-targeted offers right to those individuals as they're engaged in it. I think, as Rob had said, we're offering such a unique solution with a high ROI. It's going to gain some significant acceptance into the marketplace, but also drive exceptional revenue for both companies from a transactional standpoint as we go forward. So we're excited to be part of it. We're true believers in AI. Our AR platform, as you know, we're Micro Four certified, cloud-based, fits in nicely and perfectly as a plugin to what Rob is delivering into this. And put these two together, and you got a powerful story with an ROI for retailers, for casinos, for sports teams, stadiums, to come out the other side and build that revenue back up and engage these consumers both in stadium, out of stadium, and continue to build that relationship revenue, again, leveraging that loyalty reward program, which we've been hearing over and over again as a key area that the retail and the brick and mortars are looking to do to build out that relationship, the personalization, and the engagement ultimately to drive revenue.
So let me ask you a question based on that, Alan. So in the example Rob gave earlier, I walk in, either I'm loyalty, so it activates that way. If I'm not, the first point of contact is at the point of sale with the receipt. Does AR introduce that even earlier? Because I walk into a widget store and I see that there's AR capability if I put up my phone to look at a product, and that activates me because your AR is activating me, and now with this platform of Loop Insights, I'm right into the e-commerce side.
You're kind of putting them together, correct? And I'll let Rob get into as well, is the AR gets activated either by location or the visualization, right, of what they point at. But by tying it to a loyalty program and understanding through geographically where people are, we're able to deliver very targeted campaigns for specific brands and for consumers in brick and mortars in unique ways. By integrating Rob's capability to measure it, determine the results of it, personalize it, and then fine tune the campaign in real time, that's never been done before. So we're excited to do it, change the paradigm, both here in North America, but certainly around the globe as well.
Rob, are we looking at, I know I've used the word a couple of times, but I think it fits, but you tell us, are we looking at a paradigm shifting shopping solution? Is this going to change shopping forever? And not tomorrow, but are we now in the new trajectory towards a brand new shopping kind of experience for both the customer and the store owner?
Oh, for sure, George, 100%. As we said, obviously you're a football guy. You understand AWS, next gen stats, everything's 100% real time.
Right.
We now have that ability. Just think of this from a CPG brand capability. They activate, game day promotions and incentive programs months and months ago, right?
Damn.
They have no visibility to understanding what happens until the game's over, and typically they get a report 3 months after, right? So they have historical data. What we combine our products to do is we now can provide game day activations, and as you said, I walk up to the till, I now have the ability with the AR component to scan whether it's a a merchandising, whether it's a hat, a t-shirt, whatever the product may be, we can now give them a real-time incentive and offer. You walk up to the till, you pay for it, and guess what? Mr. CPG brand has 100% measurable ROI and attribution in the second. So we bring them agility, we bring them ROI and measurement. So this hasn't been done before. So this is very disruptive and is going to change the paradigm, as you said, 100%.
I'm blown, and I'm blown away by listening to this, because it's actually taken, I'm leaving me speechless actually. So let me ask you guys a question. What markets are you going to target first? Or do you need to target specific verticals first? Are there easier ones that apply to this, guys? Or do you just get out to your networks and start demoing?
Rob, you want to begin?
Sure, yeah. For us, I mean, the market's untapped. So right now, a big focus of ours collectively will be on sports and entertainment, of course. Really the expectation, the excitement around the event. As we said, it's all about in the moment. I mean, that's what we're creating here, is a complete heightened experience as well from a fan perspective. So it's not just simply about the operator. We're taking this experience to a whole new level. And that's what's got me really excited about this.
How timely is this, guys, given the fact that, fans and athletes, fans and their clubs have almost been forced apart by what's going on with COVID? We're all starting to go back into stores. We're all starting to go back into restaurants. Does this create a hyper connectivity that never existed and as a result accelerates your solution?
I think so. And I agree with Rob that not only is it game changing, but it's going to build that community. And this is something we're not looking to implement in 2021. We're ready to go. We're ready to plug in and go forward, and the rest of 2020 continue. Now, take where it could go also, George. Think of it's mobile phone based. Now, when things shift to glasses based, where you're in the world with Apple glasses and you're walking around, think of the leverage of AI with delivering offers instantly based on eye tracking in your view. And then all of a sudden you're seeing loyalty reward programs pop in your eye. You're really going into the movie, the Tom Cruise Minority Report opportunity.
I swear to God, I was just thinking about that, but I said that was criminal. Yeah, I want to bring that up as an example, but I started thinking Minority Report. It's exactly what I was thinking about.
Right? With the AI power integrated with the AR to deliver those unique, hyper-targeted, personalized offers as you're going through the world. It's pretty amazing stuff, and it's not science fiction. It's something that we're going towards and building towards. And I think the combination of these two platforms today are more advanced than probably any other solution out there. And I'd let Rob jump on as well, but I don't think anyone's positioned with AI and AR together. Again, Rob being a preferred Amazon partner, us being a Microsoft certified partner, you got a tremendous meeting of technology partners combining for a platform solution that's really going to uniquely help and change the world of retail, brick and mortar, sports, music around the globe.
Rob, how do you generate, what's the revenue model at that point? Is it both installation and then ongoing percentages? Is it SaaS? Is it a percentage of transactions? How do you see the revenue model for you guys?
Well, I'd say it's all of the above. I mean, that's the beauty about this here. I mean, yes, there's a CapEx for onboarding, of course, and a license, but no, a user model, of course, where it's all about the average revenue per user. So it's a very simple metric from us. It's a SaaS as well, of course, for the services I mentioned. And you'll see some very exciting things in due time around the payment side of the business. And as to complement exactly what Alan alluded to there of, this popping up in your eye, we have the full solution. So like I said, it's experiential, it's of course promotion, messaging, and it will be very soon tied to payment. So we've got the full circle view and checking the boxes pre-game, during game, and post-game.
Last question. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's good. Go ahead.
Last question for you. And I'm going to get greedy here, but I want to ask. ETA on your first traction. So for example, guys, if I'm George on George's Widgetcom, I got 500 stores across North America. What does it look like in terms of demoing to me liking what I see, getting to the decision, and then starting to implement? What would a sales cycle look like?
Well, we're already in conversations today with some of the largest, obviously, players in Las Vegas from the casino resort opportunity, the NFL, the NBA, NCAA Division I. You know, our kind of the unknown right now, George, is of course COVID. You know, is there going to be a season perhaps in some of these leagues? Is it delayed to start by a month or two? You know, for us, we've captured the interest for sure. That's not without a question. We'll look to close a lot of these deals in the next, weeks to come here.
Alan, last word to you, I guess. Then, how happy are you? And is this the next? Did you even foresee this level of advancement for ImagineAR in 2020? Because this came together pretty quickly.
It came together pretty quickly through our chairman, Sheldon Itwash, who brought it to the table and brought us and said, you know what, I think I see something here that the two of you should get together with. Rob and I got on the phone. It instantly hit it off. We both, we're finishing each other's sentences. We understand where it was going. I've had experience in AI in the past in some previous projects. We're truly excited. Yeah, I think this is going to be a game changer in revenue transactional opportunities. I think it's going to get us an opportunity to gain market share very quickly in the venues, in buildings. There's other opportunities we're in discussions with as well. So we're truly excited about working with Loop and Rob. And as I've said before, I think this is going to move faster than anyone anticipates. And it's not just going to be a North American play. I think we're looking around the globe as well.
Gents, thanks so much for joining us today. Powerful information. And what I'm really proud about what we accomplished here is we've taken two very difficult technologies to understand. I mean, simple in their execution in the business world, but very difficult to understand and even hard to understand when you put them together. And yet we're able to really hit it out of the park in terms of getting people to understand how it works together. So I really appreciate you guys being on here. For everyone at home, you've been watching or listening to Rob Anson. He's CEO and founder of Loop Insights, trades in the venture under MTRX, and Alan Paul Silverstein, who's CEO over at ImagineAR, trades on the CSC under the stock symbol IP, and for our friends in the US, IPNFF. Now it's your part. Do your due diligence. Get to Agoracom. Get to the hub for each company. Take a look at their profile pages. We've really effectively, efficiently, and easily laid out what their businesses are right in those profile pages. Link off to their sites to get even more information. And hopefully you guys have all discovered your next two great small cap disruptive companies. Have a fantastic day. See you soon.